Let's delve into this tragic story where our heroine's fate twists. Unable to study, her guilt-ridden friend quickly finds her a job at a textile factory. Among a lively group of elder ladies, her striking beauty caught the attention of the factory manager, who summoned her to his office more often than an office romance movie plot twist. But fearing dismissal, she devoted herself to painting classes after work. 3 years later, she finally caught a break when a company decided they didn't mind her unique skills. Was a miracle. Just when she thought her future was shining bright, she stumbled upon 3 villains. Imagine the girl who wouldn't harm a fly accidentally turning into a hero. After regaining composure, panic set in as doorbell rang, echoing loudly. She was too scared to open the door. With the man's body sprawled on the floor, it was like an unsolvable puzzle waiting to be disassembled. Yes, she pretended to be terrified, bringing out the fear to its fullest extent. It was truly like her Oscar-worthy moment. She quickly shut the door. The lady cop thought she needed space and didn't press. Once she left, she instinctively grabbed a saw, ready to handle the corpse like it was her DIY project, because the law doesn't play nice. No matter how terrible the other guy was, she'd still face the music of excessive self-defense leading to murder. So she had to deal with the body, stuffing the chopped bits into her fridge. Talk about extreme food storage. Unfortunately, this guy's too big. The fridge was like, no way. Yet another refrigerator crisis. Out of desperation, she stuffed the body parts into a duffel bag, intending to dispose of them during a late-night outing. But unfortunately, just as she was about to discard the majority of them, Officer Old Poe caught sight of her, rushing in like it was a scene straight out of a movie. What a twist. Old Poe yanked the bag from her hand, only to find the severed hand inside, leaving him utterly stunned and at a loss for words. He launched an all-out kick attack, pulling out the handcuffs like a true action hero. She was terrified and stumbled back. Old Poe's gun fell out. It was like a comedy of errors. Just then, the rain began to fall once again, intensifying the scene's unease in the murky alleyway, as if they were amidst a dramatic play. Emotions were running high. She knelt next to Old Poe's body, aiming a gun at herself as if preparing for a tragic ending to a wild story. Yet she couldn't give up. With the other 2 villains still roaming free, she had to take them out, or die trying. With the heavy rain washing everything away, the only clue left was the bullet hole in Old Poe's chest. It feels like a detective story, doesn't it? Old Poe's body served as a forgotten piece of evidence until the precise moment the courtroom drama needed to be portrayed. Take aim, shoot away at this moment, transforming into a bloody series. Ian was startled by it all and rushed to the police station to meet with Yu Jing for an update on her case. She curiously asked where Officer Old Poe went, but Yu Jing brushed it off with no suspicion at all. The very 2 thugs responsible for her suffering crossed her path, and she tensed up, memories flooding her mind. But to settle the grudge match, she had to confront them first. Jean hid outside the police station, rehearsing for her big revenge drama. She followed the trail, pinpointing their lair, watching them living boldly without a care. The police, however, couldn't find any leads and let them go. Lots of loopholes, leaving her in a mess. So, Jean decided to quit her factory job and focus wholeheartedly on revenge, feeling the flames of vengeance igniting. The bully boss she had endured was lurking at the restroom, ready to teach her a lesson again. But she suddenly noticed blood on her friend's boyfriend, like the world was crashing down. Jean suddenly grasped something, rushed in, and found her friend sprawled on the floor, barely alive. She panicked and dialed for an ambulance, but the operator couldn't make out a word she said. In a rush, Jean ditched her friend and ran to the hospital, blissfully unaware of the truth. The accident that caused her parents' deaths was a sinister result of her friend and her abusive boyfriend's actions. That deceitful friend kept this hidden from her all along, leaving her oblivious. Jean, the Null? The Soul, never doubted, treated her friend like family, but fate wasn't lenient. Finally, fate played cruel, as the boyfriend took matters into his own hands to eliminate the obstacle. Jean smashed up his beloved car with a brick to lure him. Talk about a beautifully orchestrated misunderstanding. The boyfriend chased after her in a rage, exclaiming, "You little punk. This body will be found soon," she thought, speeding up to target those two scummy attackers. She scoped out one of the thugs, who stayed in his rented room at night, with the TV masking her stealthy moves. She quietly slipped inside. The clamping of the man's legs between his thighs made her gasp in horror. She was totally unprepared for this unexpected confrontation. He had no clue what ticked her off, winding up facing a fate worse than a lie-lining scandal. Gian showed no mercy, pulling the trigger, all his pleas for mercy vanishing in an instant. They never let her off the hook, tossing her into a trash heap after everything a truly tragic ending. She called the police immediately, but the officer in charge thought this little lady was just stirring up trouble.